what's up? My name's Andy. Um, I'm a Leo. I like long walks on the beach, horseback riding, the good stuff. Alright, just kidding. Now, here we go with the report. Um, Throughout the years, there's been ongoing debate whether gay marriage should be allowed in the United States. Many topics are brought up to argue about the authorization of allowing same-sex couples to marry, such as allowing the legalization of same-sex marriage in states, even though many states in the United States do not allow this form of marriage. A certain few are starting to recognize that gay marriage is not harmful or wrong in any way. Religion is also another topic that plays a big role in this view of legalizing same-sex marriage. Also, by not allowing same-sex marriage, people are not getting the benefits that they are legally supposed to have. Another is that homosexuality is not accepted lifestyle nowadays and needs to be recognized that. The last is the acceptance of allowing same-sex couples to adopt children and become normal families. These are all topics on what same-sex couples are facing and why I am for the legalization of same-sex marriage. The legalization of same-sex marriage is starting to take turning point through the states around our country. Same-sex marriage came to the United States in 2004. So far, Vermont, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Iowa granted marriage license to same-sex couples. Washington, D.C. became the sixth place in the country where they are allowed same-sex marriages. Although America is not the only country who has started to recognize this movement. On November 30th, 2006, South Africa legalized gay marriage. South Africa also has one of the best constitutions in the world today, stating gays and lesbians should have equal rights to any other person. In 2003, Belgium became the second country to ever allow same-sex marriage and allow adoption of children in by same-sex couples in 2006. Also in April 2009, Sweden became the seventh country to establish same-sex marriage and allow couples who are civil partnership to choose whether to stay with that status or take the next step to marriage, which to me is a pretty good way of having gay marriage. We should do the same in the United States because no matter what people do or what they choose to like, they still are human beings and should be treated the same as anyone else. Many politicians are using religion as a factor of why not to allow same-sex marriage. Opposition arguments broadly reflected the pre-creative position and frequently invoked biblical exegesis or the other religion doctrine to support claims that marriage, strictly defined, should be available on heterosexual couples. Even though this is a belief system, for some, America was built on freedom and religious freedom, where anyone, no matter who you are, can worship to whomever or however they see fit. This is why people come to our country, so they can have freedom. There is just not to be one religion that influences our government and how our country is ran. What is the point of a government, then, if it is just being overpowered by one religion and one basic way of living? If atheists are allowed to get married, gays and lesbians should be allowed too. Atheists do not even believe in a supreme being, which should go against the main rules of marriage. Most gays and lesbians do believe and are either Christian or Catholics, but are still not allowed to get married. I believe the main reason for not allowing marriage to same-sex couples is that it is a sin in the eyes of the major religions, and they will not go against what they believe. However, the Constitution First Amendment states that person's religion stature should be protected. The government cannot just start making laws just because one certain religion says they should or it's not the right thing to do. Marriage benefits are another important factor when it comes to same-sex marriage. This is no small thing. There are around 1,000 benefits afforded to legally married couples. Gay couples are lacking the same important necessities for everyday living. They contend the civil marriage provides heterosexual couples and their recognized families with many legal and economic benefits that should not be denied to homosexual couples, many of whom also raise families together, such as Social Security, Medicare, medical leave, joint ownership. They do not even have the right to visit their spouse in the hospital if they are sick or dying. It is not fair to deny these privileges to people because of their relationship doesn't fit the religion's or state's definition of one. Everyone is allowed these privileges, and they are just like anyone else. So they should hold up. So they should not. One second. So they should not be withheld from what they are supposed to have in the first place. If one of the spouses dies, the other will have no legal rights to any of the inheritance or legal right of their child. They could not register their child to go to school, and they could not put their child on their insurance plan. We need to change these laws because they are discriminating fellow American citizens. Who cares if they like the same sex? Who are we to judge them? They should have the right to make choices for their spouse or child if they are critically ill. Government should abolish these laws and make new ones for this changing world. For many years now, homosexuality has been considered a form of unethical sexual behavior. Those people making these assumptions are wrong. Going way back in ancient Greece times, same-sex relationships have existed. If you were to search the word lesbian, it comes from a Greek island called Lesbos. That's where many gay couples used to live back then. Nowadays, there are parades held for gay pride. Also, there are gay bars and clubs. Many people, such as actors, singers, athletes, and models, are now coming out and admitting they are gay and are proud of it. There is no turning your eyes and ignoring this movement. They are not afraid anymore and are growing in numbers, showing that they are not weak and will fight for their rights to be married. We should allow such a movement because who are we to tell them what they can and cannot do? Gay couples want what straight couples have and just want to be recognized as a couple and to show the bond that they have between each other. Many make valuable contributions to the communities, serving on school boards, volunteering in community charities, and trying to be good citizens. These are things that people must live to cope with, because in my eyes, I don't think no matter what people say or do, they are not going to change the way couples are, the way gay couples are. As we all know, it is impossible for them to have children, so they should be allowed to adopt children. They want to create families just like anyone else does. Many criticizers say that no same-sex couple can take care of a child like a normal couple can. But that is false. They take care of children just like any other parent can. Also, there are many orphans looking for parents, and there are parents out there looking to adopt them. But just because they are gay, they cannot. This is not right. We cannot allow orphans to just stay orphans, just because many people are ignorant and do not want gay parents to have children. In conclusion, I am for the legalization of same-sex marriages. We, the people of this country, are equal and should be treated any other way just because of our skin color, race, moral beliefs, and relationship status. Gays or no gays, there are still people and do the same things just like anyone else. Our country is growing and has to learn to evolve and adapt to these new changes, or else there is going to be many problems with our government and the people. That's it. I'm done. Romaine, bring up my grade. Thank you.